Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Get up! 65.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
The Cowboys come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second and very short, Willis. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
Play action. Here's Willis.
They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on, will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Willis looking to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Willis to throw.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now it's gone. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's pulled in at the 32. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They go play action with Willis. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Hall.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Play fake. Here's Willis.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Willis on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 2nd and 16.
Goff, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Value three, value three.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dobson, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
On 1st down, Willis. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Willis. Outright, he finds Tolbert.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Going deep here for Landry.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Goff now to throw. Forced out to his left.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Willis with another keeper.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Goff. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. And to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They go play action with Willis. They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Hey, check that. Street.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Willis now off play action.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Second and 11 now.
Here's Goff.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Goff on forward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1st and 10, it's Willis. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They'll keep it up. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, here's an option right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Third down, it's Willis.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. The gun, here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one, giving up anything.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32.